Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex setups for today. So, starting off with Euro USD, Fed's kept the interest rate as is and came out a little bit hawkish. In other words, indicating that they're going to be continue to raise interest rates. We basically popped up, popped down. There's some Chinese data that came out, which is also impacting the market at the moment. So China have dropped their interest rates. So yeah, there's a bit of confusion. I think what you need to pay attention to is this is a potential flag, but it's not a flag until we drop below the structure to the downside, okay? We do have a grouping of the oscillators to the upside. The negative part of this, and what would typically put me off, is the fact that we've got to cross over the moving averages and we've broken the 155, and it does look like we're coming to test it. So essentially, this could turn out to be the start of a channel. Okay, so for now, we do have a fake out at the top of the flag, but I'd want to see a break below and a retest, to be quite honest, below this area here, which is going to be 107741 before even considering that we're going to be in a downward trend again. Okay, so that's the macro view at the moment. We've still got a lot more data coming out today. So you can pretty much guess what my approach is going to be today. But this big up, big down, really not a fan of it. Back in amongst the moving averages. Oscillators are grouping to the downside. So it does look like we need to start paying attention to horizontals and leave the diagonal support resistance lines out of the picture. But big move up through the day, big down with the data, and then another big down with the data. So there's more data coming out today. I am, quite frankly, sitting on the sides here. It can go either way. We can, could be a structure for a move to the upside, a continued move up, or this could be, depending on what happens later this afternoon with the data coming out, it could just drop like a stone and continue on its journey down. So I'll wait for the data before jumping in on Euro USD. Moving across to US dollar Japanese yen, and this is where it gets a little bit not confusing, but just where I look at it and think, Euro USD, US dollar Japanese yen, there's normally they would be moving sort of in the same direction. So in other words, if it's dollar strength, we'd have dollar strength on the euro as well. But we don't have that. We've got dollar strength against the yen right now, and a very strong, solid move here. Potentially a break above this previous high at 149.39 after 3 weeks of consolidation. So if you drop down to the hour, you'll see what I'm talking about. Today has been a kick-ass start to the day. However, we're not in it because we wake up too late with this one. So what you're looking for is a pullback onto structure. The structure is too far down, I think, for anything to happen. It's 144.57 area, and then any of these tails here would be structure. But the move is too far gone at the moment. So if it does get down here, probably worth an opportunity to chase it. But as I see now, probably not worth chasing longs up here. You want to wait for the pullback. So just patience is key there. Moving on to the pound, British pound, Japanese yen. Obviously another yen pair. Look at what's happened. Massive move up. We had some pullback onto structure early in the week. But yesterday, we just do this, wasn't really an opportunity anywhere. As you can see, the only opportunity that really came up was an almost retest at this level, but then obviously the previous high, there was some kind of a pullback there, but that was during the US data interest rate. You can see the gap there. So again, don't want to be jumping in long here. Rather want to wait for pullback onto structure. You've got a gap, and then you've got two levels to pay attention to. Probability of it coming back these levels today is not very good. So yeah, another one, patience is key. Definitely don't want to be getting in this. If you are a scalper, then you can get down to like a 5 minutes and same strategy. You're just looking for breakouts and retests. You can see there's one right there. So there's your fractals up, we broke up. There's your first inside bar, so your trade would be above that, your stop below. And then you've got inside bar, then you've got engulfing bar, so there's another entry there, trade would be there, stop would be there, and that would have got you going. So if you've got time, that is one way of doing it. You just need to get to a lower time frame. But for a lot of you guys who work, that's not an option. So we need to look at the macro view, which would be on the hour. Lastly, Euro, British pound, and going nowhere slowly at the moment. We've had this big attempt up, big rejection, and then we're just going sideways here. So I'm going to look at this on the weekly quickly. There's more than likely another weekly level down here that we are, or monthly level that we are missing. But you can see this is typical of this pair. When it starts breaking through big levels, then it finds another level, and then it just sits and hovers. So it consolidates, ready for a breakout. So for me at the moment, this is also sit on hands. And if we just pop across to the monthly, and obviously my monthly charts haven't built because we had a fairly decent crash. Okay, so close by, you can see quite a bit of structure here. And it's still building, but if you just look to the left, you can see you've still got quite a few monthly levels to the downside here as well. That would probably be your next downside target, which is 084710. And let's wait for the moving averages to reconfigure. There. Oh, I suppose we should actually open our monthly charts every now and then just to fine tune everything. Anyway, that gives us the picture. So we are in between the moving averages, but you do have a bit of a crossover of the faster moving averages here. So I suspect, look at all these tails here, all the sellers coming in up here. I suspect we are heading to this structure here at 084710. So if I come back to the hour here, what you'd be looking for is a breakout of some sort. So London breakout didn't quite work out yesterday. It did break the downside and get moving, but it didn't get to the target. But I would look at the London breakout again today. First 8 1-hour bars, that's your range. Drop below it on the 15-minute or 5-minute, take the trade, stop at the top of the range, and you're looking for the height of the range to the downside. Trend is down, so I think you need to be going with the trend, and you've got some strong weekly levels just above you, and you've got some strong weekly and monthly levels to the downside. So that's kind of my view there. Anyway, hope that helps, and if you like what you hear, drop us a thumbs up. If you don't like, drop us a thumbs down, or let us know what your thoughts are. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.